Yeah, shortened week for us by one day, and also for our opponent. So just get right back to business after last weekend's match. Like a normal week of training, with the exception of we have an exciting and an important game for us, and a team we've seen twice this year. A team, I would say both teams do a great job of getting themselves ready for this match to make it exciting for the fans and for the general media. But again, um, something that we understand the importance of, and we're ready for a competitive game, um, and when we want to decide for ourselves.
Recording in progress.
What has LA Galaxy done right in those games that they have faced you guys that they've been able to get the result in their favor?
Well, I think in the first game, I'm not sure it was so much of them doing right and us not complete finishing the job. I think if you look at the stats and watch the game, we should have had a different scoreline. But that is the beauty of this game. Um, it's the scoreline that counts, and that's why professional sports exist. So I think in the end, it just becomes down to finishing chances.
You know how it is playing these big games and how the mental aspect also plays a part in rivalry. So what do you see from the group in terms of that mental aspect of facing the Galaxy?
I think the guys are in a good spot mentally. We've prepared well for this game. We've put ourselves in a position in the league table that is comfortable, um, but also in a position where we're not just leaning back and saying, "Oh, it's just another game." No, it's an important game when we want to win, um, and in derbies, it's always important to win. So, for our fans, and that's something we would love to send our fans home with on Friday night.
Sorry, can Giorgio be available for the game?
Yes, he can.
Yeah. Hey, Steve. With Giorgio, are you looking to get him into your starting lineup right now? How is that working? And especially with him physically, can he get back over a brief break? Where is he in those terms?
He's training with the team, and how much each player contributes, we'll just have to wait and see.
Do you want to have a steady two center backs? You've got great defensive depth right now, and as everyone's getting healthy, you've got a lot of options there. Do you, in best case scenario, would you like to have a steady two, or?
We approach every game differently, and every game has its own story. And the team we field is the team we believe, prior to the game, to the knowledge we have prior to games, that will give us the best opportunity to win and to continue playing consistently well in this league. After discussing and thinking about all of the factors that go into play.
And lastly, can you see any situation in which Bale would be a part of the 20?
The process is still ongoing, so I really don't have an answer for you.
Steve, what immediate impact has Giorgio had with the rest of the group in the first couple of days of practice that he's had?
Obviously, his ability to communicate on the field and leadership skills have already been felt, and in my opinion, has already affected some of the guys. And anytime you add players like that, there's also an effect in the other players' performances and their concentration levels, and that's been stepped up a notch. So his impact has been great and positive, much of what we expected.
Steve, can you give us an update on have you seen Carlos Vela and Brian Rodriguez in training, and also how obligated you guys feel about winning on Friday due to the fact what happened in the cup?
The past is the past, and every game is different. And I'm not a huge fan of looking at statistics over a year, 2 years, 3 years, or the historical matchups. I think that has nothing to do with Friday's game. The situation we have, Carlos is coming back from a slight setback, but is looking good in training, and this team and organization needs a Carlos Vela who is fit and healthy, and he's in a good spot right now. And Brian, we are getting there.
Steve, you've had 2 matches now against the Galaxy. You say it's not like any other regular season game. How has it been different for you? And in preparation, does it feel different as you're getting ready for these games?
Did I say that?
Yeah. Well, yeah. No? What'd you say?
I said it's different for everybody else looking on. So for our fans and for the media, I think it's a different game. But it is 90 minutes. It is a league game. There are 3 points into the game. If you look at it that way, it's like every other game. But of course, it's not like any other game. It's a game that we desperately want to win for our fans. That's it. And the players know how to respond and what they need to do that.
And for you, does that, you feel that desperation personally? I mean, you're 0-2 now against the Galaxy. Obviously, it was a big deal coming in. Can you beat them? And the franchise has been sort of tough to get over that hump.
No, I feel zero desperation. And last year, we were able to beat the Galaxy with the lights too. So, no, there is no desperation. That is the wrong word. It is more better explained. Our fans are amazing, and we would love to treat them to a victory.
Thank you very much. Hi, Steve. Thanks for your time. In the last game and a couple games before that, there have been a few errors in the back that have led to kind of game-changing plays. I know obviously the intention is not to make a mistake when you're playing a game, but how are you guys working on trying to get rid of those momentary lapses or shutting off for a few seconds?
What mistakes are you referring to?
Well, for example, the pass in the last game that Kubas intercepted and scored on. The pass in the Seattle game where Prepo played it out of the back and it was intercepted by Rusnak and he ended up scoring on that one as well.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure there's a coach out there who can really coach those. Those are individual errors, mental lapses by players that happen. And if you look at the 2 players it happened to, I think you would struggle to find those similar situations or same situations from those 2 individuals in their entire career. So it is not a situation we spend any time on, nor am I worried about it. It's just one of those moments that happens in games.
Great, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. Hello, Steve. Good afternoon. Eddie has been back for a couple of games. He played around 2 or 3 minutes against New York, and he played 45 against Vancouver. Is he ready to go for 90 minutes? Is he fully recovered?
Eddie's fully recovered. He came out of that game very well. He is naturally a fit athlete, and whether it makes sense for his next game to be 90 minutes, that's something that the coaching staff and I will discuss with our performance team. But he can usually play longer than other players coming off of injury because he has a good base. Whether it's this weekend or the next weekend, we'll make that decision prior to the game.